Once upon a time, I used to be a Gladiator Beast enthusiast. I played those times when that shit was like tier 1. Cold Wave and Rescue Cat, and Test Tiger and Prisma, Gazera, oh my god, it was like so amazing. But it was degenerate. So much so that Bestiari got limited to 1. And that was the only thing, other than Cold Wave getting banned and Rescue Cat. Okay, so it wasn't the only thing. But it was one of the many things that basically gave Gladiator Beast, as people knew it back then, the shaft. All of that shit. Now, back to the present future. Bestiari is back at 3. I don't think this really means much. Actually, I don't think Bestiari going to 3 made things any better for Glad Beast. Sure, skill drain emptiness got limited, but that in turn just made every other deck that was somewhat hindered by skill drain and emptiness better, like Necros. I think it's some sad shit when an archetype that's pretty fair, considering the shit that we have, Ritual Beast, are better than Glad Beast. This ain't a diss, nigga. I'm just saying. If a person tried to do the Prisma Test Tiger combo, now they have to worry about the potential Max C, the potential Veiler, potential Phoenix Chain, Breakthrough Skill, any of that shit. Because they didn't have that back then. We didn't have to worry about that shit. It was more or less, Prisma, do you have the bottomless or something? Do you have a way to get this off the field before I do my thing? Oh wait, I played Cold Wave before the Prisma, so do you have a hand trap? No, because they didn't exist back then. Now, you have to hope that it actually goes through. And even if it goes through, what if your opponent max sees you when you do all the shit? Sure, you could just stop. But it's like you're fucked either way. Because if you take the challenge, and your opponent's probably drawing like 3 or 4 cards, even if Kazaris comes out and blows up 2 cards, and then attacks, then lets you get back 2 Glad Beasts, it's like, even with Gazaris blowing shit up, it's like, it doesn't win you the game automatically. Let me talk about something else. Gladiator Beast War Chariot. I remember around the same time there was the Shonen Jump that happened in Baltimore. It was the only motherfucking one that was here. And Glad Beast won that event primarily because, oh wait, Crush Card existed too. War Chariot is too slow. Because, are you playing the card to search a Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand? The only Glad Beast card that does that is Gladiator Beast Sam Knight. Feel free to look at that shit. But it's too much motherfucking work. For you to search with Sam Knight, it would have to be summoned off a Gladiator Beast effect. And then you'd have to kill a monster in battle. And it was only 1600. When Chariot was activated back then, you did not have a plethora, a smorgasbord, a buffet of effects. There was usually 1 or 2 effects happening in a given turn, and if you stopped one of those, that was pretty crippling for your opponent, and then Equest got the Chariot back if you was lucky enough to draw the shit in the first place. So that type of thing, on top of Gazaris, it was really bad for the opponent, but that was also because of how the game was back then. Glad Beasts were kind of ahead of their time. This is not to say that they suck. This is simply just a matter of power creep. Burning Abyss, Shaddolls, Telenites, Yang Zing, Ritual Beast, Yasenju, Necros, Cleaforts, Infernoids. It's like every motherfucking deck shits on Glad Beast. If a person summons a Glad Beast in attack mode and sets some back row, I'm going to automatically assume either you're trying to bluff the Chariot or you have that motherfucking Chariot. Because you have to have a Glad Beast out, are you going to be setting some cards to perhaps protect your Glad Beast? Do you really care that much about keeping the Glad Beast out so this Chariot can hit 1 effect? Understand that people are going to want to hold on. All that nostalgia and shit, and you're going to want to see, if you didn't know by now why Glad Beasts were good at the time, you're going to probably want to try that shit out. More than likely, you're probably going to get wrecked. Effect Veiler, Maxi, Phoenix Chain, Breakthrough Skill, Stellanova Alpha. And this is just stuff that you just see in their respective decks, and it's just like, Glad Bees can't compete. I do not think that Bestiari getting unlimited helped this at all. Ultimately, I think they were just trying to free up some room. And this is coming from a once Gladiator Beast enthusiast. So, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Appreciate that shit. If you would like to support me or something, all I ask is you spend literally seconds out your day and click an advertisement. The money I accumulate from you doing that very, very, very simple task goes towards paying rent, and I'll be grateful and appreciative if you can find some time to help a brother out. Now, if you do not agree with any of the shit that I'm saying, feel free to try the shit out. I feel like I've been doing these videos for a rather long time, and even though I am wrong on certain things, I think I'm also right on certain things, and at a certain point in time, you tend to just understand shit like this. Just because you want an archetype that used to be like, oh my god, great, you want it to be good once it's at full power, this shit ain't gonna happen. Stop being in denial. I'm just saying. This isn't just with Glad Beast, but, you know.